What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So we are moving into the fall season. Today was patch day. There's actually some pretty interesting news in the patch notes today, and I'll try to explain it. So, patch notes is basically infinite potions. You can, there's actually a light at the end of the tunnel now. And what I mean by that is if you just grind, you could have a chance to get, collect 100 of these pieces, turn it into an NPC, and then they'll give you that piece, so you're 1 out of 3 pieces, right? So that's good. There's a lot of confusing things. I had to read over the whole infinite potion thing 4 times to actually sort of understand it. So right now I have a piece. It's for the mana potion, right? So before they all the pieces would just have their name. Now it's an ancient and a regular one. So I had mine before it, so it was just, I guess it's ancient. And apparently, if I understand this correctly, there's a normal one and then an ancient one. The ancient one basically is the same thing as normal, but you get a title if you have it, which is really confusing because I had to read that 4 times to understand it, and I kind of wish it was less confusing. But yeah, so apparently it's easier. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for everyone grinding infinite potion pieces now. Do I expect it to have a higher drop rate? No, not at all. I still expect to grind hundreds of hours at each place to get it, but there's a guarantee eventually, not you could just grind 10,000 hours and still not get it. So that is pretty nice. Again, I don't expect it to be easy. That just gives me some more motivation. There's another thing that they added. Where is it? It's called the item. Wait, I don't know if you can do it while you're on your horse. But you see this thing right here, the little timer? They added it recently, and so basically, when you use a loot scroll, it shows you your loot scroll timer, and instead of it having it on a buff over there, it's on a timer. So basically, this is 0, 1, and 2. What does that mean? 0 means it's deactivated. 1 means it's basic loot scroll, blue loot scroll. 2 means yellow loot scroll. So basically, this is 2, this is 1, and then 0 is off. And you could actually turn off and on your loot scroll time now, which is pretty sweet. So the way you find it is go to your escape, adventure, and then item, collection, increase gauge. But when you hit your loot scroll button, I'll just show you this for demonstration. I don't know actually how much time you could stock up on here, but does this just add 2 hours? Let's do this for science. So each one has 1 hour, right? Okay, so yeah, yellow adds 2 hours. That's kind of exactly what I expected. So, the fact that you could turn this off was pretty good. Plus, I have literally thousands of loot scrolls that I really should be using, which I probably will now for the infinite potion piece. So yeah, basically 1 is blue loot scroll, 2 is yellow loot scroll. Unless you grind literally every day, all day, you probably have a ton of loot scrolls just by logging in the game. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. You can have time on your loot scroll. So I guess. But the one weird thing I don't really understand why they did is so you can only swap this once every 5 minutes. So let's say you want to use blue loot scroll for some reason. Then you can't change it to yellow for 5 minutes. So it's kind of weird. I wish there was just oh, I thought that was a tongue grenade for a second. Unlucky. But anyway, I wish that wasn't a 5-minute timer. I wish it was just, if you had to add a timer for some reason, just make it 1 minute. Alright, so one thing that we have yesterday that we did is I actually, it's going to sound really weird, but I bought a tier 8 horse. It's a courser, and I sent it to Stonetail Ranch. So what we're going to be doing today is doing some horse attempts Fun stuff. Do I expect anything to happen? Of course not. Do I expect anything to happen? No. Oh god, these are sold out. I was about to buy them. That's so gross, dude. Anyway, let's go see how many we actually have. I don't think we're gonna be doing all of our attempts today. I'll bring enough so we can figure it out, but I don't think we're doing all of our attempts today. Because one, it's expensive. Do I have anything else in here while we're at it? Not really. Okay, cool. Where'd my horse go? Oh, hello. So after that, if we still have time, we'll probably go down to Grana and see what all the whole like infinite potion stuff is all about. Apparently there's an NPC that you can talk to and just like has stuff. So that's good, I think. I'll figure it all out. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. That there's some pretty big quality of life changes that came out today. Apparently there's also a thing called Season Plus, which really is also confusing. Like, I really don't understand. Like, the things they're adding are good, but it's just like, why do you have to make it so confusing? Like, so they have a Season Plus, right? And I'm not sure how long that one actually lasts, but it's basically like an extension of a season, and instead of just starting a new season. So yeah, I don't know. But apparently you can make another character. I'll probably look into that a little bit later. If we can make another character, what would you guys like to see for the next season? I'm curious, because unless they make a new like character or come out with a new character for the next upcoming season, I really like have no preference of what to play, because I have one of everything at this point. Alrighty, let's figure this out. Stable. We sent our. I bought this one yesterday. It was actually the cheapest one. Courser training. What? I swear that's never happened before. We don't really want another Ardenaut or Pegasus, but I also know that we're probably not going to succeed on attempt 1. So you might be wondering, why are you doing this? You already have a tier 10 horse. Well, the answer is because the game gives you too many of these free ones, and I really just don't know what to do with them. So, and if I got another one, I'd really like a unicorn or a doom horse. I just don't really want a Pegasus either. But I mean, if I get it, I get it. It's just I might keep it on another character or use it for seasons in the future. Alrighty, righto. Okay, game, hit me with the miracle. Just one tap it on a 0 stack. Yeah, we didn't really expect that to happen. So it's 25, right? All right. One fail stack. Let's do this. 1.2%. We got it, I believe. That one kind of debated me a little bit. Like, I saw the spark glowing a little bit more than usual. I also don't really know what I'm looking for either. Wait, no. All right, boys, 3 stack. Let's do it. 2 fail stacks. Ooh, that one kind of debated me too. I thought it was like glowing a little bit more. It's 25. Wait, that puts me at 199. I know how to fix this. Hold on. Without using, like, wasting a little bit. What is this one? Unicorn. Gotta buy another one of those Krogdalo stones. I never thought I'd pay this much for one of these, but here we are. Oh yeah, I forgot it's only 0.5. That's kind of gross. Hit me with that 1.6%. If I hit this, it's like hitting 2 pen black stars. This is so stupid. Like, when people start unironically going for horses, it's actually so expensive. It's like, what, 300 mil a click? And it only, like, it gets better over time, I think, with the higher fail stack. But oh my god, like, that's so much money if you're just dumping it into a horse. Just buy one. Dang, I actually thought it was going. I need, what is that? 26? Alright, well, this is our last attempt, actually. Luckily, like, I'm only using cron stones, which, well, and I spent, what, like, an extra, maybe 30-ish mil, which, it isn't too bad. Like, what, 400 mil in cron stones, fine. And then, luckily, I only use these because these are all free that I got from events and stuff. Otherwise, boy, did I just go down, like, almost 2 billion silver. All right. Eat. Man, why does it do that? Just give me the fail sign. It makes me feel better. Well, I believe that is it for now. We have a 5 stack, and now it's at 2%. Well, game, I'm glad you were not a pain to get, horse. Yo, Pendistos are 120 mil or billion. What in the world? So yeah, later I'm probably gonna test it and see, or just go grind at like Shira or something. See how like the drop rate actually is for the 100 pieces, because now that I know there like is a light at the end of the tunnel for this, this is some sort. I brought back like some sort of motivation. But yeah. I'm actually looking forward to the fall season. Just, I like, everything is cooling down. Summer is slowly, well, summer is technically over, but it's still hot outside. And I just can't wait for everything to cool off again so I can, just chill out. Is there a way to hide this? That answers my question. It's hidden. Well, today you guys watched me make a 5 stack going for a tier 9 horse. I'm probably not going to go for any more tier 9 horse attempts for a while. Because I really have no need to do that until the game gives me more free materials to do that. Because I'm not going out of my way to spend 300 mil a click on a 2%. Yeah, right. I'd rather buy Cron stones off the vendor and go for pen black star clicks. But anyway, that was cool. Did I expect anything to go up? No. Did it bait me a few times? Yeah. I am just glad this mythical one did not take that many. In fact, it took one. But you guys can watch that video. It's on the channel somewhere. Just go search it up, like my mythical horse video. It's pretty cool. Heck yeah, dude's going for a Naru gear in Season Plus. Cron stones, my favorite. We just went down 500 of them today. It's almost like we failed pen 5 times today. Alright, last rift boss, and then we'll call it for today, and then I'm gonna go grind for a little bit, probably. And see how much of a difference Shira and other potion places make. I'm curious to know how many I'll get in an hour, because you need 100 of those pieces, then you turn it into a vendor, and then the vendor gives you like an NPC just gives it to you. So, I wonder if it's like you get 1 piece an hour, or is it like you might get 1 piece in 10 hours, which, dear God, dude. This is what we're trying to avoid, but I'm okay with the change, no matter how bad the rates are, because there is a guarantee now. But if it dropped like candy, I wouldn't be upset either. So a lot of people actually ask me, like, is Dark Knight mana problems or MP problems really that bad? And I would say the answer is no. Like, for me it's not, but depends on like what you're doing. For example, if you were grinding, like if you had like 250 AP or something and you're trying to grind Fogans, yeah, you're probably gonna run out of MP just because you're one-shotting everything, and like you get what the heck? That's new. I've never seen that before. So like for example, if you hit, there are abilities Dark Knights have that regenerate MP if you're hitting them, but if you're just one-shotting everything, then no, you're not gonna be regenning much. So like the higher level enemies or like things around your level-ish will probably give you more regen. So I don't have problems that much. I use a few, but it's not enough to the point where it's just like, oh man, I need the infinite potion MP one. The HP one, oh, of course, always gonna be nice, especially if you like you're in war or something. I never really felt like I needed it. So yeah, like if I'm one-shotting everything like that, I'm gonna run out. But usually, it's not too bad. If you want to just grind an hour or two, really what you do is just buy some, keep it in your marketplace or storage, and pull it out from there. Pretty easy. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to Velia for a bit, and then probably go like check some stuff, and then I'm gonna go grind for an hour at like the Shira just to see how bad the new drops are, the rates. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Thanks so much for watching. See you tomorrow.